Hi everyone, this is Erin with Ariengabriella. How are you doing today? So I want to talk to you today about how you can maximize the effectiveness of your affirmations to manifest what you want. Now, affirmations are great, but affirmations, pretty much anything can be an affirmation, and affirmations are both positive and negative. So this is going to be a focus on making sure that positive affirmations are actually effective in your life and actually lead to the change that you want. So I'm just going to jump in now. Again, my name is Erin with Ariengabriella. Definitely check out my website, ariengabriella.com, and subscribe to my channel if you like my content. So I'll start by defining what an affirmation is, how people use it to help their lives, and then a few tips that you can use to maximize the effectiveness of your affirmation work. Because ultimately, I think it's a very strong and effective practice that can be used as a great complement to meditation, but you have to do it to maximum effectiveness. So what is an affirmation? An affirmation is anything that you do, say, or think that reiterates a belief that you hold. So this can be a conscious or unconscious belief system, but anything that you kind of put out into the world, and thoughts are also like a form of putting things out into the world, is reflective of your beliefs. Your beliefs obviously shape your reality because you draw to you what you believe about yourself and what you believe about others. So we just want to make sure that what you do, say, or think, is based on belief systems that serve your highest good. So doing positive affirmations is a form of mind training. A lot of people's minds are just really weak. A lot of people, and it's being manipulated for that end. It's like the society we live in is designed to keep our attention spans really short, to keep us lazy, to keep the focus all over the place, so we don't know how to build our minds in a way that would help us spiritually, which would be to be able to control what we think, blank our minds kind of in the form of meditation, or kind of flip negative thoughts or feelings to positive kind of on a dime. So those are the things that you can really do when you're at a master phase. But most people are on their smartphones all day, like their attention is all over the place. They're not really taught to flex the mind muscle in this manner. So that's why affirmations are so great. And I like to liken mind training to like regular strength training or weightlifting. If anyone's ever lifted weights, you have to approach it in a very particular way to get the results that you want. So, you have to flex the muscle. These tips I'm going to provide you now will help you, keep your muscles strong. So the first tip that I have for you is that you actually have to repeat the affirmation. A lot of beginners are people that just don't have a daily affirmation practice or a strong affirmation practice. They'll usually come up with an affirmation or see an affirmation that they like. They say it to themselves maybe once, or whenever, once in a blue moon to make themselves feel good, and then they kind of go on about their day. But just in the same way that, you cannot go to the gym and lift a weight once and set it down and expect yourself to get muscles, you cannot just do an affirmation one time and expect to have a strong mind, because basically what you're doing is you're changing your beliefs, and beliefs are like usually set things. Like they're kind of difficult to loosen the grip on and to change, especially at the beginning. But once you get some momentum, it gets really easy. So for my first tip is to recommend that you approach your affirmations the same way you would approach lifting your weights. So when you lift weights, you have like multiple, I forgot, is it sets or whatever? So you have like multiple sets and so many repetitions in a set. So like if you were pumping, quadricep, whatever these are with your biceps, you would do maybe 3 sets, 15 repetitions each set or something like that. And I think approaching your affirmations that way is really great. And that's what I do. So anytime that I have an affirmation, I will repeat it multiple times in a sitting. So you can do it as many times as you think works best for you, or you can go kind of, if you feel so called, to go into like a divine numbers system where like certain affirmations repeat a certain number of times, like have a certain kind of resonance to them that can help maximize your affirmations. If you know about that, or feel called to do that, that's great. I think a lot of people use the number 7 because the 7 is like divine completion. That's a good rule of thumb, but you don't have to do that. As many times as feels right, as long as it's more than like twice, I would say it's decent. Okay, so multiple times in a sitting. So if you want to say you love yourself, you can look in the mirror, gaze deep into your own eyes and just say, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. And then go on about your day, come back maybe 15 minutes later, do it again, do it multiple times a day, multiple times in the sitting. So yeah, that's tip 1. The second tip is do not rush the affirmation. So I am very much guilty of this, because if I want to do like, 15, say I love myself 15 times, like maybe the first couple times I'll be like nice and slow with it, and then I'll end up find myself picking up because I just want to finish. So I'll just kind of be like, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, quality over quantity. So when you speak the affirmation, you have to take the care that you would to do it right. You have to put like, you can't just rush through it, because then you're just not doing anything. I just recommend that you just slow down and give each affirmation your best from an emotional perspective. The other thing kind of goes along with the not rushing is you have to actually mean what you say. A lot of people, especially newbies, they'll say affirmations and kind of like timid, maybe they're not used to talking to themselves out loud, or they're not used to telling themselves that they love themselves. And it's just, a little odd, a little weird. I definitely understand that. But at the end of the day, like, you need to put the passion behind the words for it to go anywhere. If you just kind of like, it's like, oh, I love myself and I love myself, it's probably not going to have the same weight. You really need to have passion, and you really need to mean it, because that is what's going to trigger the mind to kind of move you in a better direction. Another tip is do your best not to mess up the affirmation afterwards with negativity. Because again, everything is an affirmation. Affirmations are either positive or negative. So what a lot of people do is they say, oh, I love myself once, and they go off, and then they go to work, they go to school, and they spend the entire rest of the day beating themselves up. Like, oh, I can't do it. Oh, I wish I should have done that. Oh, I'm so stupid. Like da 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 da. Those are all affirmations, and those all count. Okay, so the average human, has God knows how many thoughts in a day. Every single one of those thoughts matters. Your words matter a ton as well. So things that you speak out of your mouth, you are saying about yourself, even when you're speaking about others, okay? Because we're all one. So, when you talk about others, you talk about yourself. When you talk about yourself, you talk about others. So, anything that you do is negative is going to combat the affirmation that you're trying to put forward. So if you just have a few, a nice 15 seconds of affirmations, and you have like 4 hours of complaining, like, don't be surprised if you're not going to get, what you want, or you're not getting what you're asking for. It's because you're negating all of that work that you did with negative shit. So again, everything you say or do counts. It's almost like a tug of war, It's like positive, negative. And like you just want to keep pulling the rope towards the positive. Everything more towards the positive. Tug of war style. So yeah, that is that. And again, reiterating a very strong point that when you talk about other people or say negative things about other people, that counts as a negative affirmation towards yourself. Okay, so that will get in your way. The last tip that I have for you is like, do not stop your affirmation exercise until you get what it is that you're asking for. Okay? Just keep doing it. Keep doing it until you get it, as long as it takes. So that's it. My name is Erin with Ariengabriella. You can check out my website, ariengabriella.com. I'm launching my spiritual lifestyle and apparel store this summer. So if you're interested in crystals, geodes, you can get on my mailing list. I have a special percentage off coupons for people who join the mailing list, and you'll also get exclusive content that I won't have on my YouTube channel or anywhere else. And please subscribe as well. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Love you.